Hey, what's up everybody? This is Huff Fitness bringing you the first video out of the new year. I hope everybody's had a great new year. I hope everybody is sticking true to their resolutions. My name is Tyler. I'm just an everyday guy. I work a day job. I personal train on the side. I love fitness. It has changed my life. And I love offering tips and suggestions and motivations, helping people get started on that fitness journey and making that lifestyle change. If you like what you're watching, hit the like button, but more importantly, subscribe to the channel so you'll get notifications for more videos to come, which they will. Now, those of you who are familiar with last month's video knows that was part one out of a two-part segment on how to get bigger arms. In part one, we covered biceps. In this part, we'll be covering triceps. And a lot of people, when they start working out, and they want to get their arms developed, I mean, they always go for the curls, they always go for the biceps. And man, that's great, that's what it's all about. But more importantly, you have to work your triceps as well. You have to develop that back arm to actually get a full muscular arm. So I'm just gonna offer some tips on how to develop your back arms along with your fronts. Now, the first technique I'm gonna show you is a tricep extension using a crowbar. The first one is an overhead extension. Raise your crowbar up, and naturally you want to get a weight that you can comfortably handle. It's not going to be dangerous. You keep your elbows in, tucked into your head as close as you can to your ears. You bring your arms back, you bring them straight up. You want to do a weight to where you have full control of movement, to where you can focus on your form. You want your feet to be about shoulder width apart. You want a firm stance. You want a locked in core, and you want to keep your elbows tucked in as close to your ears as possible. You don't want to flare your elbows out whenever you're lifting. That's going to put a lot of unnecessary stress on your elbows. It's going to put a lot of unnecessary stress on your shoulders. And you're going to be prone to injury. Another way you can use the crowbar for your triceps is just to lay down flat on a bench and do skull crushers, where you lay down flat and you bring them down to your head. Once again, you keep your elbows in and just lift your arms straight up. And that's gonna stretch that back arm muscle, that's gonna stretch those triceps. It's a great exercise. Another great tricep exercise is a tricep extension using a dumbbell. And there's different ways you can do this too. Now, if you've got a heavier dumbbell, you can use both arms simultaneously, kind of the same way that you would use a crowbar, but you palm your dumbbell like so. You keep your elbows tucked in as close as you can, bringing your arms back and bringing that dumbbell up. Like I said, you want a weight that's challenging to where when you get to your 8th, 10th, 12th rep, it's about all you want. It's heavy enough to where it's gonna be a challenge, but it's light enough to where you have controlled movements, to where you can focus on your form, to where you're not buckling out those elbows, to where you're gonna hurt yourself. You can use a heavier dumbbell and use both arms at the same time. You can use a lighter weight dumbbell and actually do single arm tricep extensions. Once again, you keep your feet about shoulder width apart. You keep that core locked in. You keep that arm up. You want to keep it up as high as you can. You don't want it flared out. Keep that elbow up, keep that elbow in, and just bring that arm up. You stretch that tricep muscle up. A good superset that I like to do involving tricep extensions using a dumbbell is I will use a heavy weighted dumbbell, both arms at the same time. I'll go for 8 to 10 reps, sometimes more, just depending on how heavy my weight is. And once I'm done with that, I put that down and I grab a lighter weight dumbbell and I do the single arm extensions. I do 8 to 10 to 12 reps on my right, immediately go to 8 to 10 to 12 reps on my left. I keep the number of reps the same for each arm, but I love to superset those types back to back. Both forms are great in their own right. I like lifting the heavier weight. I like both arms working together. However, there are times, I know speaking for myself, sometimes I have one arm that's stronger than the other, and on days whenever my left arm is weaker, your stronger arm will compensate. And so that's where I really like the single arm tricep extensions, because the single arm gives each individual arm its attention, and you have to keep it the same. And so that way the ratio stays balanced and one arm doesn't become too much stronger than the other. Another great tricep workout is dips. For years I used to religiously do skull crushers and immediately follow them with dips. Now a lot of people starting out might not have the upper body strength to do dips. And that's okay, man. There's a lot of gyms out there today that have equipment that actually have like a pad. You put your knees on, you adjust weights, and that weight helps assist you with your dips. And you just keep doing that and keep adding weight and keep building up that tricep muscle to eventually you can work up to just lifting your own body weight and you don't even need that pad to begin with. So there's a lot of machines out there that can actually aid you in getting stronger to where you can do that if that's what you want to do. But you don't even have to do that. Like I said, dips is just one of the options out of many options to choose from. And like I said, there's a lot of options to choose from. I personally like the heavier dumbbell with both arms and then jump into the lighter one with single arms. You can use a curl bar and then jump into dumbbells. You know, and bottom line is, you don't even have to superset. As long as you get a good quality set in to however many reps you want, you take a short rest period and then jump right back into that set and give it a good quality 3, 4, 5 sets, more if you can handle it. You don't have to do a boom, boom, a back-to-back set. And you can mix and match your arm workouts with different exercises. You know, sometimes I do back and then I do my biceps. Other days I might do my chest and then I do my triceps. A lot of times I just focus on my arms. I do my front arms and I turn around and I do my back arms. I blast out my bis and turn around and start doing those extensions and blast out my tris. It's however you want to do it. Main thing is as long as you do it. So anyway guys, these are just some tips that you can use to help develop those triceps. Just stick with it, keep doing them on a regular basis, man. Implement it in a regular routine and you'll see those results and you'll see those bigger arms. Thank you everybody and God bless.